All right, guys. So quick update. So all the stuff that I ordered showed up. So I ordered this one for the turbo. And before, I had to put this before I start welding. I almost finished welding right now. I got the blow-off valve. The blow-off valve is right here. I got this one. I got some hose clamps. I don't know why I ordered this one. I thought it was gonna run more. I'm gonna run probably just 3 of them. 2 right there, and then another one right there. And then I need to order the one for the 3-inch and the 3.5-inch. But I had to take everything off before I finish welding. As you guys can see, I'm on my last weld right there. So yeah, I finished that one, and then I'm on my last one right here. So I'm gonna make the hole on that one or right there, so I could put out the blow-off valve. I want to throw it to the side, so I want to put it like right here. That way it's not in the way of nothing. Or I'll put it in the back of over here. But the oil catch gun is gonna be there, so I don't want to put it there. So, but the thing I was realizing is that the intercooler is so out that the bumper is not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to put the bumper on, and I'm gonna need to cut it really, really thin in order to make it fit. But as right now, I think, and then I see that that hose clamp, that coupler is really, it's really weird the way it is. You guys could see it. It's not straight. So I'm gonna have to take off the intercooler before I weld that one, because that's the last one. And then right now it's not painted, but eventually it's gonna get painted. That's why it looks like that. But yeah, that's gonna be basically it. So, but right now I have to take off the intercooler. I've been sick for the past, 2 days, 3 days. I haven't been working on the car because I've been sick. It's just, I'm pretty sure the flu or something. But I'm gonna have to take those things off and take that one and the one over here, so I could see if I could scoot it more, make it fit with that plug. I would put it back in and then make it fit as straight as possible, and then I could start moving the thing, and then I could see where it's scratching. I'm scratching the whole intercooler up here. So what I was thinking, it was cutting this. I was thinking of cutting it right here, like around right here, cutting it like that, and then to here, so I could get rid of that, and then just put a piece of something right there, so I could hold it, and then I could hold the radiator. I could do some fabrication on it. So I think that's gonna be the best bet for right now. I think I'm gonna need to cut it right here, boom, and then another one over here, and then just leave this for the headlight. I still have to modify that because I know the headlight's gonna be hitting right there, and I think it's because the intercooler's hitting too high. But I had to fit it like that because of the turbo. The turbo is too high. It's not big enough. So it's big enough. It's not big enough for the intercooler, because the bigger the compressor right here, right? So it would sit a little bit more lower, which allows the intercooler to go a little bit more lower. So that's I'm having the issue with that. So I lifted it up all the way up, and I realized that right now. I'm like, oh, that doesn't look right. So I don't know if it's just the hose clamp or is it the actual turbo. I think this thing is tight, or else I would take it off. I think I did tie it up. Set it up right here, but I had to take it off unless I just cut it right here, because this thing doesn't work. This thing is ripped already. So I can see how close it is, because if I can make it work like that, and this is just a hose clamp, the coupler that's like that. So unless I need to scoot it more this way, or I need to scoot it more that way, or I need to drop it, or cut the compressor, cut it right here, and just make one solid one so I could run that B-band, I could do that too. But the compressor would be a lot smaller and this one's a lot bigger. So right now I'm looking at this new one. Wow, dude. But yeah, that's gonna be next for the next more ahead. I'm not gonna say the next video because I'm gonna put it on this one, but I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. And then I'm gonna keep on working on that one little by little. So I'm gonna add all the videos. They're gonna be in pieces because I don't really come very often. Like I said, I've been sick and I'm working on some other stuff, and I'm just all over the place. But I'm still trying to get this thing put back together and make it run. So right now, the most important thing is basically almost done, which is that. And then the next thing, basically I ordered all the parts already. So that's basically it. It still needs a little bit more work. So as far as this looks good, it's coming out really good. So let's get back to work, and then let's see how far we can get with this thing. What's up, guys? So I was welding and the whole thing fell on me, and I dropped it, and I noticed that it's pretty dirty in there, and this thing is, I mean, it broke. So I got some new ones, and we're gonna see if we can make it work better this time. All right, guys, so this is all done. I got a Hector, let me borrow another cup, and it looks a lot better from this one. This one I didn't like the one that this one looks, but this one I do. This one is a lot easier to weld. This is a bigger, way more bigger cup than the one I was using. So we put that one on. So the reason why we don't like to use it, well, he doesn't like to use it, is because the gas goes by really, really fast. And it was a lot easier to weld with that one than with the other one. So the other one you struggle a little bit more to weld it for some reason. But over here, I'm gonna put everything back together. This one is ready. I ended up using that clamp. I just needed the rubber bands. So now I need to put it back on and then weld that last spot, that last one from this one. So I have to clean them up, and then after that's it. Basically, it's ready to go. It's all charged. So let's get that one ready and going. So guys, it's all done. This thing is done. This is how it ended up looking. We are gonna do a test with this thing. We're gonna probably touch it, put a hole through it, and then just we're gonna do probably a smoke leak. It's better than an air leak. You're gonna try to do the smoke leak, see where it's leaking from. I know it's not leaking from here. The welds are pretty good. Over here too, I just left this last weld for the end, so I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Everything, all the time, it happens all the time. So I weld good all the way around, and then right where I'm ending, something happens. That little chunk right there, but the whole deal came out really nice, except this part right there. But it's all good. It's not for looks. I just want it to look good, but it's not for a show car, you know. I'm doing it all by myself with help of my brothers, but like the welds and stuff, we're all doing it. We're not paying for it. So another thing I wanted to do, so I ordered the blow-off valve. My brothers told me, I mean, if you're already going spend the money on this, might as well just spend it right. So I bought that blow-off valve. It was a good brand. I went with it, but he was like, dude, just get the ones that have the spring on it, the ones that have the clamp. So I'm gonna probably put it right here, depending on how it is, how big it is, or and stuff like that. But my plan was to put it right here to not mess with that charge pipe. It's not, like I said, it's not the cleanest, but it's gonna work. It's not leaking. I know it's not gonna leak. And then I just have to cover that little hole right here. Probably just cut it off, but I'm not worried about it right now. So right now what I gotta do is take it off again. So I know this is all done. So take it off, put it inside the car, and then take off the intake manifold so we can start grinding that butterfly in there, the intake, grind it out, make it bigger. And then that's that. And then I have to do the feed and then the return. And then I was gonna stop by today. I know this thing looks ugly. Oh, you know, so I was gonna stop by and get some metal so I can start working on this one. Unbolt it from here, take off the fenders, and start fabricate it from here and just do like a solid metal thing. That way it doesn't look that ghetto. Or I was thinking of putting a welding of something from here to here, so that way it's not as loose. I would not have space for the intercooler anyways. Look at that. I didn't have much space, so that's the reason why I took it out, because it was hitting really bad right here. But yeah, I made it work. We made it work with Sam. Sam was helping me do those cuts for that B-bend right here. He helped me out with that one. So he did the cuts, I did the welding, and then we made it work. It does fit a little bit weird, but those things they're not supposed to leak. So I do need the rubber bands though. That's just a mock. Everything is a mock right now, but this is how it's gonna look. So right now, let's tear it apart again. Take this thing off, tie the turbo, and put the feed, put the return on it, and then that's gonna be done. But right now, I'm more worried about the butterfly. So we could get all that cleaned up already and get this thing out of the way so we could be done with over here. I gotta start step by step, see what we'll have to work on. So right now I'm trying to get that thing out of the way. So let's start working on that one, and then yeah, let's get back to it. So hopefully we can make something work.